So you've been doing product research countless hours upon hours upon hours, and you still can't find a product that you think you need to launch with Amazon private label. So when is a good time to actually stop your product research and just call it quits? Let's look into it and I will let you know. Let's go. Hey, it's me, Karina. Welcome back to my Amazon FBA channel. Do like this video and subscribe. And if you want your product research sheet that's going to help you with product research, it's linked down below. You can get it completely for free. If you're new to my channel, then welcome and it's nice to meet you. So let's talk about the struggles of product research, because I know there are many. Product research is probably the most important and sometimes the most difficult thing about Amazon private label, and that's probably one of the biggest areas that my students come to me with concerns. So I have a program and I really stress product research in the program, okay? It's very important to do this correctly. And today I want to pinpoint to you, what are you possibly doing incorrectly with your product research, how to fix it, when is it time to quit? And let's talk about that right now. Is it time to quit? When should you know is the right time to quit? Short answer is never. Did you think I was really going to say something else? Okay, I know that it may seem really competitive these days, that most markets have really high reviews or really high revenue, and you don't think you'll be able to break into that revenue, because in order to get that revenue, you do have to match the sales of those sellers on the first page, and you can't just do that based on luck. To match those high sales, if they say they're doing 50K a month, you also have to do 50K a month. And in those markets, sometimes you can't just do that with PPC. You're going to have to do some type of other promotion. And a lot of the times that means giving away your items at full price, which you will have to reimburse the buyer for. And first off, you have to figure out how to do that, and second off, you need the capital to do that, right? And then there's a lot of people doing black hat methods to get reviews, to get sales, and that might leave you in a lot of doubts of, okay, I don't know how to do that, I don't want to do that, I don't want to put my account at risk, so what should I do? Okay, I'm here to tell you that it is still possible to do Amazon FBA low risk, which means getting to less competitive markets. These markets will have anywhere less than 10,000 search volumes a month in keywords. Now that might seem small compared to the thousands and even hundreds of thousands of keywords that you may see certain products having, and I see them too. If you type in to any software, any broad term such as office supplies or school supplies, or just a really common object such as even Tupperware or water bottle, you will see markets that are doing like over $100,000 a month in sales, and also their search volume is the same. It's like over 100,000. Okay, that's a lot, and you don't want those types of words. Even though it looks enticing, those markets are really competitive. They have a lot of downfalls, and I just don't recommend getting into those for several reasons. One of them being is that it's going to cost you a lot of money to get into them, and you are probably not going to have the advanced tactics as those sellers do in order to stay ranked on that page. Now, you can't do discounted giveaways anymore. That's against terms of service completely. That is manipulation of sales rank. Amazon doesn't like that. They'll catch on. They can remove your account. They can suspend your account. They can ban your account. And you just don't want to be in that predicament, and then you'll risk losing all of your money. Not to mention, you need a lot of inventory to just give away completely for free in order to match those sales. So what are you left with doing? Okay, first off, you have to really pinpoint your issue. Why are you not having success in product research? And we'll talk a little bit about detail in that in a second, but I want to tell you again, let's look at the other side of things, okay? Let's look at scalability and how to do this how to do this business model and your research the low risk way so you can still get ahead. That means really focusing on those lower markets. Say you're not selling iPhones, you're not selling iPhone cases. Say you're selling some adapter for an iPhone charger for a different iPhone case. That's kind of what I want you to think like. I don't want you to think commodities, products that everyone knows about. I want you to think about products that a lot of the times you don't even know what it is. A lot of the times people don't even know what it is. Some products, no one really knows what it is, but there's a select group of niche people that are looking for that product. And if you find that, heck, you don't even need to know much about the product. Do some research, read the competitors' reviews, do some Googling, then you'll become an expert in that product and you can sell it. You don't have to sell something you're passionate about or something that you know a lot about. Just sell something that is sellable, okay? Then expand into whatever you want. But those are the types of products I'm looking for that don't have crazy number of searches, but have enough where I can rank them at low risk, which means ranking them with PPC, which is pay-per-click ads, okay? So typically that means it's going to have a search volume of less than 10,000, around that range. Anything above that needs some twisting around and some other launch methods. But say you look for those products, and 10,000 a month in search volume doesn't necessarily mean low sales. You can find products that are still doing $10,000 a month with low search volume, like 6,000, even 5,000, okay? Again, it's not every single product. Don't think that every single product needs to be, or is profitable at 6,000 searches, because a lot of the times maybe there's not high enough demand. But a lot of products do have search volume that's very low, but the sales are still there. So the conversion rates are higher for the lower search for terms, okay? So say it has 6,000 searches, but it converts very, very well, because again, that mindset of group of people is very niche, they're very targeted, they know what they're looking for, and they want that product. And most people don't know it. It's so less competitive that not a lot of people are gonna wanna get into it, because it's simply not making $100,000 or even $20,000, and people just wanna get rich quick, or they're big fish and they have a lot of money that they can invest into for those ranking ways and strategies and getting reviews, all of that. So they can invest and rank and make money that way. So they're interested in the bigger sales, but a lot of people aren't in that position. They don't have that type of money to shell out. They don't have 20K or 50K to spend into one product, and without really any guarantee that it's going to do well, right? So those markets are really key. But of course, you can't just look at the search volume, you can't look at the sales, you have to look at the holistic market approach. And that's why I mentioned earlier, you have to identify, why can't you find a product? What is your kind of goal, and who are you learning from? What kind of data are you going off of? Are you trying to just find a product that's selling really, really well, and that's all you're curious about? Because you need a reality check, and you need to realize, in order for you to match those sales, you need to have enough capital to invest to match those sales. They're not just gonna come naturally to you. You can't, some people send me screenshots of like products that have reviews in the thousands, and it's like, how are you ever going to match those thousands of reviews? You have to be realistic. Think of a customer perspective. You've shopped on Amazon. If you go in there, would you ever buy a product that has 2 reviews or even 12 reviews while everyone else in the market has thousands of reviews? Probably not, 100% not. If, let's say, other sellers have in the low double-digit reviews, and you kind of weasel your way in there, then yeah, then you're on an even playing field. But don't expect to be making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of one product with a market that has, thousands of reviews, because that's just not going to happen. Look for markets in the double digits of reviews, or even if some sellers have triple digits, there's a few sellers that have double digits that you can match and kind of add more value with your product. Just look at the overall market, okay? Go for sales that have around 5,000 range in the market, and that's gonna be fine. Think about scalability. If you have one product that's doing 5K, a second product that's doing 7K, another product that's doing 10K, and say you have 10 of these products, that's going to really add up over time. And the best part is that you can take money from your products that are doing well and reinvest it back to launch more products. And you don't need crazy amounts of thousands of dollars to launch your next product, because you're going to be only needing to order, let's say, a few hundred MOQ, which is the minimum order quantity, to really do well with those products. So that's all you do, right? Is you buy your next product, low stock, low inventory, you get it in there, rank it with PPC, launch it, see how it does, and if it does well, then you reorder. There's no pressure to be ordering, 1,000 MOQ, which a lot of people do, and that's scary, because a lot of the time they just end up being stuck with the MOQ. And it's really unfortunate because you're not going to be able to sell out of that. There's mistakes that, well, I mean, you will be if it's a good market, but you don't want to take that risk upfront, and you want to really diversify and really start small and scale, because 10 products that are doing 5K a month, that's halfway to the 100K that you want it to be. And you don't have those nasty hijackers, you don't have all those black hat people and all those people doing all the tricks that are trying to, you know, just bring your listing down so they can improve. So it becomes really cost effective, really low risk, and really scalable in a low investment way. So really target what mistakes you're having with product research. Maybe you need to switch your perception on this, and hopefully your product research goes well. If you don't know where to start, I have an entire playlist on this YouTube channel of just product research. You can just go to the playlists and then check that out. You can also download my free product research sheet that's down below. That's gonna help you out. And all of my other links are also down below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to thumbs up and sub, and I'll see you in the next video.